Hi friends, welcome back to the Classy Mommy. I'm Brittany and I'm glad you're here. In today's video, I'm going to share 20 things that you might not know about me. All right, I've got my notes. I wrote all the questions down. I really haven't thought about the answers because I wanted this to be as genuine and as authentic as possible. So here we go. Number one, name. Got this, easy one. I'm Brittany. Two, who's in my family and do I have any siblings? I do. I'm the oldest of four and oldest by a little bit actually. I was 5 when my first younger sister was born. So there's 10 years between me and the baby in my family. I have a sister who's 5 years younger named Bailey. I have a brother 2 years younger than that, Tyler, and I have a sister who's 10 years younger than me, Kaylee. So oldest of 4. And in my family I have my husband Justin, me, and we have a almost 3-year-old and a little 5-month-old girl. Oh, my almost 3-year-old is a little boy. So I have a little boy and a little girl. All right, number 3. Where did I grow up? I grew up outside of Seattle in a little bedroom community. And if any of you guys have ever been to this little town, you know it's just gorgeous at the base of the Cascade Mountains. It's called Monroe. So please let me know down below if you've ever been to Monroe. Maybe some of you are from Monroe or yeah, just traveled through there. It's just beautiful. I don't live in Monroe anymore. Number 4, activities in high school and college. Well, probably kind of boring, but in high school and college I was really into music. So in high school I was in everything music I could get into. I was in the audition choir. I didn't get in the first year I tried, but I eventually did get in as a junior, and that was a really neat performing traveling jazz choir. So if you've ever been in jazz choir, let me know. That was a really cool thing when I was in high school, and I was also in jazz band. So those were kind of my school activities. I wasn't very good at sports. I did try, but I could never get the volleyball served overhand. If you've ever tried to play volleyball, yeah, so I didn't really make the volleyball team after 9th grade because I couldn't get it overhead. So I wasn't really big into sports, but I was really big into music. And outside of school, I did a lot of activities with youth group, went on some short-term mission trips. That was pretty fun. And pretty much the same thing for college too. I was in music groups. My degree is in music, so lots and lots of music, lots of performing groups, and a lot of church activities. Number 5, where did I go to college? Well, if you saw my transcripts, they're sort of just a hodgepodge from getting credits here and there, and I got a couple credits while I was in high school. Just sort of a big mismatch, but when I tell people where I went, I would just usually say Boise State University in Idaho. That's where I brought everything together, and I was there for 3 out of my 4 years. But I do have a couple community colleges I was at for a semester or did summers classes through. So, but I usually tell people Boise State. Number 6. What did I study in college? Oh, like I said earlier, I guess, music and education. So my degree is in music and education, and it's all wrapped together. So with that, I'm able to teach K-12, any kind of music ensemble. Elementary music is what I do right now, but I can do orchestra, choir, band, middle school, high school. Yeah, it's a pretty broad degree. 7, my first job after college was a music teacher at a tiny little town in Idaho. It was between 2 school buildings. I had almost 1,000 students, even though it was a small town, almost 1,000 students because it was just one elementary school. So that was my first job, and it was really exciting. Number 8, my favorite music. Well, since I'm music major in college, it's really hard for me to just pick one style. For me, it really depends on like what my mood is, and honestly the time of year. Right now as I'm filming this, it's end of October, almost November, so it's sort of stormy weather. You could say like sweater weather. I like to be cozy inside, so on these days where I'm just needing to be bundled and stay cozy inside, I really have been enjoying listening to George Winston's album December. If any of you have heard it and you like it, let me know down below. I love this album. I even got to see George Winston live once, which was amazing. But it just really depends on, I think, the season of year and my mood. I do have a toddler, so I've been listening to a ton of kids music lately as well. And sometimes that's my favorite music because I love seeing how much my little toddler enjoys the nursery rhymes and just bounces around the house. I never thought I would have enjoyed the toddler preschool music as much as I do. Number 9, my dream job. Gosh, my dream job. Oh, that's so hard. I should have looked at this before I started filming, but I really wanted it to be completely genuine and very authentic. My dream job, gosh, would probably be a mix of a little bit of travel, but not too much because I'm a mom, a little bit of glamour and beauty because I do have a background in pageants. I love working with women, young adults, middle school, high school, college age girls, and probably have something to do with music in there too. I don't know. If you can think of a dream job that includes some of that, link down below. Let me know. I probably have my dream job. I work with kids all day, and that's awesome. Number 10, biggest item on my to-do list. Well, on my to-do list is honestly learning how to edit videos. If any of you guys have ever tried editing videos and have been really successful, please leave your tips for me down below because this stuff's hard. And I'm not gonna lie, I used to think it was really easy, that anyone could do it, but it is incredibly hard. And if you've been making videos yourself for a while, props to you. This is hard. Harder than I thought. Number 11, traveling. Where to? Well, my family just got back from going to Italy. Not me, my younger brothers and sisters and my mom. They just went on this amazing trip of a lifetime to Italy. So gosh, I think that's where I would like to travel to, especially after hearing about their experiences there, all the amazing food and seeing all their pictures. I definitely want to go to Italy now. If you've ever been to Italy, yay. My next vacation, gosh, you guys, I don't have any vacations necessarily coming up. My mom and my sisters and I have some airline tickets that are just shelved and waiting for us, and we're hopefully gonna try to get down to Disneyland for a fast weekend, but I don't know. Hopefully, I think that'll be coming up in maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Number 13, any special talents? Oh gosh, special talents. Okay, I don't know if anyone else would say this as a special talent, but I think I'm pretty good at small talk and making the people around me feel comfortable. So that's kind of a weird talent. I can't like do anything fancy, but I think I'm pretty good at making people feel welcome. Number 14, what special talent do I wish I had? I wish that could tell like really funny jokes. I always jump to the punchline, or I forget the punchline, or I completely stumble over my words so I can't even say the joke the right way, and I give away at the end of the joke, or it doesn't make sense, or whatever. It just falls flat. So I wish that I was a better joke teller. If you have any good jokes, maybe leave them for me down below and I can practice next time I need a good joke. 15. Yes, 15. Something I do to relax. Well, I don't know about you guys. I have 2 babies. I'm a working mommy full-time and have just a wonderful husband, but I really need me recharge time. Let me know if that's you too. I love my family, love my coworkers, love what I do. I work with kids. I'm a teacher, but I really need like alone recharge time. And I love bubble bath. So every night that I possibly can, I tuck my babies in, or I let my honey take over and be daddy, and I go take a bubble bath if I can. It doesn't happen every night. But please let me know what's something you do to relax, because there's got to be more things that take less time, because sometimes I don't have the extra time to take a bubble bath. Number 16, something I love doing for fun. Oh, for fun. Gosh, being a mom, that's kind of strange to think about. What do I do for fun? I really like online shopping, and sometimes that's fun for me because I can't just easily, just go out and do something on my own. That's really hard for me to get out on my own grown-up time, but sometimes I can be around my kids, be around my family, and I can just take 2 or 3 minutes, search for some item I'm looking for, and I don't know, it's just a little 2-minute escape for me, and it's really nice, but I do need to be careful. Number 17, how did I meet Justin? Well, I would love to share more about this, and with him as well. We were talking about it. We'd love to probably make maybe even a few videos together on this, but we did meet online, I think that both of us would say we wouldn't recommend that to a friend, meeting someone online, but so many people meet their spouses online nowadays. But I would say that he and I both have things we wish we would have known going into meeting someone online, or advice we would have had. So yeah, we've been talking about making a video about this, but yes, we did meet online and he wasn't a creeper. So he was a keeper. I should tell him that. He's not a creeper, he's a keeper. That's funny. Number 18, my favorite season. I love fall for so many reasons. Growing up in Seattle, Seattle's just has, I feel like, two main seasons. A short little summer, spring in there, and then rainy season. But I mean, if you're from Seattle, if you live there, you might feel different. But for me growing up, that's how it felt. So now that I live in Idaho, when it becomes fall, it feels like home to me a little bit. I love being comfortable, being cozy. I love the fashion that's in fall. I love all the cute layers you get to wear, and sweaters and jackets and boots. I love all that. I love chai tea, the Oregon brand chai tea. Oh my gosh, if you've tried it, that's my favorite. I could drink that all day long, every day. And I just love the coziness of being inside and fall time activities. So definitely fall time. Let's see, number 19, what big goals do I have? Well, you guys might think I'm crazy, but my family and I are building a house. So I guess you could say that's a pretty big goal we have. Whenever I tell people that in like just my day-to-day, if I tell like a coworker or a friend or someone I've just met, like, oh yeah, my family and I are building a house, I usually get comments like, oh man, you know, one time we had a house built and that's really stressful. But it's a little different. I have to kind of back up and explain, like, my husband's going out with a hammer and nails, more like a nail gun, day in, day out, and my dad's helping him too, but no, like he's building it with his muscles. We really aren't working with many subcontractors, only for very, very specialized few things, but mostly we're just doing it ourselves. My part of it is to keep him happy and fed and take care of the babies while he goes out in the rain and hopefully not too much snow, but literally builds a house with his hands for us. So you could say that's a pretty big goal. And I also do help with a lot of the financing and bookkeeping and receipts and that kind of thing. Maybe some more of the organization part. I'm not too handy with a tractor, although I've offered to help, but he's never taken me up on that. Number 20, an interesting fact you might not know about me. Well, most people in my real life don't really know, but I did do a couple pageants when I was younger, and that's crazy because I will do a video about this. If you have any questions about pageants, leave them down below. I've been on the front side where I've been a competitor, and I've been on the back side where I've been a judge and a facilitator and event organizer and event manager, you could say. So I've been on both sides, but I did compete a little bit in early college, and it was a dare from my grandma. Thanks, Grandma. I did win a little bit of scholarship money. I never won a crown, but here's what a lot of people don't know about me. Well, most people don't know that I ever did pageants, but yeah, so I did pageants, but I was voted twice Miss Congeniality, but I never won. That's okay though. It doesn't really bother me. So I was voted Miss Congeniality twice. And that goes back to a question earlier of what is one of my special talents. And I do think I have a talent for making someone feel comfortable and welcomed and valued. So anyways, that's 20 interesting things you might not have known about me.